And then we had some fun with a massive style. This is going to be fun, this. Abandoned that. I can't get it up in this wind. It's blowing a gale, man. So I'm going to go indoor now, and I've got to go right down there. So there's something here. The rock, there's our goldie.
Finally get me rendang. Well people, welcome back to the channel. Yeah man, I'm just up here at Red Screes tarn. I'll show you around afterwards. I'm just going to talk you through how I've got up here and what's the agenda for today's vlog. So I've got a brand new tent to show you. I'm going to pitch it up. I'm going to talk you through it, reason why I bought it and all that. But yeah, starting out, usual thing, train, Windermere, and then usual trip into booths. I bought some eggs, just 2 eggs in a box. So I'm gonna I've not checked my bag yet, but let's find out if they survived the journey. They should have done. And yeah, so let's check that. And then I went into Ambleside and I bought myself a buff. I'll show you. I'll show you after anyway. It's on my head now. I bought that because I couldn't find my hat this morning, and I know it was going to be warm, so I didn't want to be sweating and, you know, or sweat running my face. So I bought like a like headband buff. So yeah, picked that up. I can't find my hat. It's in the house somewhere, but it was getting late, so I just got out of the house. Obviously bought myself the obligatory pork pie, so I scrammed that. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about dieting and food consumption, because they should be, the pork pies are going to start coming out of the diet. Then I set off up to this Red Screes, and I had to walk up part of the struggle. For those that know it, just coming out of Ambleside, it's a road that takes you up to Kirkstone Pass, and it's steep. Tell you a little story. I cycled that many moons ago when I was bang on at cycling. I think it was when we did organise one of the Tour of the Lakes. I used to organise a trip that get cyclists together and do stay over in lakes and that. And I smashed it, and I think I was in the top 8 in the country at that climb. So yeah, I did all right. So yeah, struggled 20% at times. So then we turned off, and then that was just a steep. I was thinking, oh, a bit of respite now, but that was just a steep. So and then got drawn out. Yeah, just as the views were opening up, it was looking stunning. Got drawn out, lost connection again. And then we had some fun with a massive stile. I got stuck at the top of it, and then some people came, and I was messing about filming myself. Anyway, so yeah, and then I encountered the biggest turds I've ever seen. I nearly stood in one, so that was fun. And then when I had I had a little spot just before another stile, and I thought I'll have a chill here. I thought I'll get drawn out, and nah, it wouldn't even connect to it now. Beforehand, oh, there's a jet's just going past. Right, I'm back. I didn't see him after all. So yeah, just as we're coming up, you can just started to get views of Skyfall Pikes, Great Gable. That bloody wind started picking up. Because I thought, Jesus, I need to get on the other side for pitching up because it's windy. So yeah, and then I Red Screes distance the curd, and I tapped out there. So yeah, but like I say, I'll show you around everything later on because the views are absolutely special. I think I found a little pitch just down there. So when I bring you back, we'll start putting that new tent up. I'll show you what it is. So in the meantime, I'm just going to enjoy this brewing, get myself warm because it's quite windy. The sun's out, but there's that chill in the air. Right, folks. So first things first, always put your poles up first. So get them. I'll get them sorted. Nice, cracky poles. These are DAC 9mm poles, DAC at best ones. So I'm going to set all them up, and then I'll bring you back. I'm not going to keep saying I'll bring you back. So let's get these out in a minute and show you. Let's get one pole out, and then I'll go and put all this stuff back next to the tent. Beautiful poles these. And what you should always do as well is do it close to ground. What you don't want them to do is close the cells because you can damage them. Make sure they're all closed in. There we go. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go like this, and then do this, and then a bit of this. Right. Just brought the rucksack over because I'm going to make sure I secure the tent down. So I'm having that blow off. I would be gutted. I've only set this up once before, so you'll have to bear with me. Fucking wind's changed direction. It's mad, this wind, it just keeps coming, just a little gust every now and again. I had to run out of bloody all my stuff on the side there, they were all blowing away. Okay, I'm not doing so well here, am I?
I'm just going to undo these strings. Just bear with me. Should have friggin' done these first, shouldn't I? Now they're well tied up. Jesus Christ! I messed up here. I should have undone these before I've got here. They're well tied up. They'll come though. So you see, I'm no professional. It's first time. I've only done set it up once before, so you have to bear with me, people. Don't forget, this was a bloody journey from nothing. So, right, I've got that out. What I'm gonna do now is get that strapped in, because that's not blowing away. Get that strapped in there. Right, sound. So what it says is just pin down the first two corners. This is going to be fun, this. I don't even know where I'm at. Right, pin these down here. Just drop one of them pegs as well, haven't I? So it's going to be fun, this. Now, not to set up a tent by snapper. Let's get that pig down here. They're only temporary until I get going. What's happened now? What's going on? I think I just filmed that section without bloody filming it. So, very important section this is when you're putting the poles in, make sure they go into them holders there, else you'll end up ripping it. Can you see? So, very important step with this tent. This ain't going very well. Right, shut up. Let's just do it. Fucking hell, man. What's happening here? It's not the fucking easiest tent to put up. Right, cameras fell over and everything. Right, bear with me. Right, this ain't going bad. Well, I've got every poles in, so now I need to erect it. It's blowing a gale, but the beauty of this tent is I can turn it because it's freestanding. Now the wind end wants to be at this end, so I'll change it because winds change direction. Anyway, I'm just going to crack on because this is not good. Right, folks, abandon that. I can't get it up in this wind. It's blowing a gale, man. So I'm going to pack tent up and head down into the valley there. Try and find a pitch down there. It's too windy here, mate. Yeah, so let's I'll bring you back down there. I can't do much to filming, it's just mental. Speak to you in a bit. Just make the sunglasses. I chucked them, didn't I? Just remember my sunglasses. Good job I just turned that camera on then, I sort of forgot them. I'll show you around. So I packed up, weren't too bad. I've still got I think I've got an hour of light yet, so we're gonna head down Sandog Pass, down that way, and drop to a bit lower ground on that side. The wind will be out of the wind, so I should get a pitch. We'll have to see what we find, but it's all happening. I'll just show you around. That was mad, that. There was no way I was getting that tent up, especially it's only the second time I've done it, and it was really tight to get into them up locks. I thought it only takes a bigger gust and it snaps one of them poles and I'm snooking. So anyway, I'm just up at top of Red Screes. Look at that. Right down you can see Brothers Water. Over there, Hull's Water place fell. Right around this, going down there, that's Kirkstone Pass. But I was going to go and camp right under there, but so yeah, that's see down there to there. Coniston there, Windermere. Down, you can even see Skyfall, Fells, Great Gable, Green Gable, Helvellyn. Right, come on, let's get going, because I need to find something. I'm out at wind now, and I've got a feeling I ain't going to find anywhere. So I'm just going to crack on right down this path. Takes you right down into Ambleside. Worst case scenario, I'll just get an hotel room. We'll see. But yeah, it's crossing my mind now. I've got about probably 45 minutes of daylight. It's going to take a good 2 hours to get down here, so I'm definitely going to be going back in dark. So, all part of the adventure. Certainly helps me controlling anxiety, this sort of thing, because you're put in a position where you've got to deal with it instead of sat there worrying and just closing off. So yeah, I'm not saying you should go out and bloody put yourself in this situation, but sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone can really put you in track with anxiety. The only other side of it is then when you want to go out again, you can start bloody overthinking what went wrong. So it's a double-edged sword, but everything's fine. Wind's dropped, and I'm on a good path coming back down. So let's see what happens. Somewhere just there, but there's a load of boulders underneath grass and that, so that's no good. Anyway, back onto the just over here. Making good progress, but I'm going to lose light soon. I just hope I can get down into Valley. Anyway, come on. Just about to lose light. It's only down there to Valley, and then it's a steady walk right down, so I'm not that bothered. Keep calm, that's the thing. All good. Look at that. Right, update. I think I've got down the worst bit, coming down all that there. I'm definitely losing light, but it's still hanging on. Just keep going. If I do see somewhere to pitch, I will. Because I don't fancy doing the whole walk in darkness, but it's all good fun. And I ain't doing this for bloody likes neither and subscribers. This is purely, yeah, just not happening. Right, I need to tie my laces, come undone. Right, there might be a little pitch up here actually. I'll just keep my eye on. I'll speak to you in a bit. But yeah, look at this. stunning. Come right down, man. Right, speak to you in a bit. Right, I think it's proper going dark now, and I've got to go right down there. So there's something here. There's a rock. There's a boulder. I'm just going to pitch here. If I had the Verne one, if I was in a smaller tent, there were loads of places, but this is a bigger tent. But I think I can get on here, so I'm not going to film it and mess about because it's going dark. So I'm going to get my head torch on and just slap tent up here best I can. So hopefully I'll speak to you soon. Well, got Oompa Loompa face again. Ooh. I'm in. Tent's up. It's probably the worst pitch ever for a FJALLRAVEN. But I ain't asked because I couldn't walk down that path any further. It was pitch black out there. But I kept calm. I found this little spot and it's all come good. I'm in. It's a bit of a slant, but I ain't bothered. I'm in, and that's the main thing. So, lesson learned there. But this tent is awesome. It's just getting used to setting it up. Anyway, right, let me just get all set up and we'll have a chat. Woo! Right, people, right, I'm all set up, snug. I bought myself a little light that goes on side of action camera, so I'm not messing about like usually. God, I'm tired. What I'm going to do now, I'd prepped an absolutely fantastic tea. So I'm using one of those, you know, the silver bags. The silver bags that I made up. And I made a Penang, not a Penang, a rendang, beef rendang. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take you to the kitchen and show you how I made it. Because I've got to keep this vlog entertaining somehow. Because it's now at 10 o'clock at night and I ain't fucking about making that. So I'll take you to the kitchen and show you how I made it. Alright, so I'll see you in a minute. Welcome to the kitchen, people. So I'm making a beef rendang, as I've probably already mentioned. So what you want, 2 or 3 good chuck steaks. 2 or 3 good sized chuck steaks. And then we're going to season them. Season the bowl. Garam masala. You want to dice the beef to small chunks. Chuck them in that bowl. Mix up, get them all coated. And all you do, go on man. As I say, fry that in batches, just remove it to a plate. And all that stickiness at the bottom there is going to make it even more tasty. That's why you season it up. Not so much for the meat marinating, it's more of a intense flavour when you actually start to scrape all that off from the other end. add some more oil. Right, now what we're doing, I've got some rendang paste. You can use any type of rendang, but this is a good one. If you can find it, use this. Pumesan rendang. Into the oil. Fry that off in the oil. Right, don't let it stick. Just keep scraping it. And pick up all them spices that stuck to the pan. And get them picked up. Fry that off for a couple of minutes. And you see it's starting to pick all them spices up to the bottom of the pan. That's what you want. Smells absolutely divine. As I say, keep stirring that because you don't want it to stick and you don't want it to burn. So, a couple of minutes. So then, you just add that steak and all them juices right straight in. Get as much of them juices as possible off that plate, man. Come on. Look at that. And then just make sure all that meat's coated in them spices. When that's fried off for a couple of minutes and you've just got that all coated, you'll add about 400 millilitres of hot water. Probably about 300 in that. Bring that to boil and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. So I've covered that and I did about 25 minutes. So what you want to do now is add about half a tin of coconut milk. And then what you want to do then is just literally let that simmer away for about an hour. And then I'll bring you back and I'll show you what next stages are. So that's an hour. So as you can see, it's thickening right down. Just make sure in this after an hour, you keep stirring it and making sure you scrape the bottom, because what we want to do is reduce that gravy down to nothing. It just wants to coat the meat. Obviously, if you want it more liquid, you can take it off earlier, but a proper rendang needs to be reduced right down, and it goes almost dark black. Right, you see it's all thickening up now. What you don't want to let it do is catch up bottom. Keep stirring it, because if it catches, you're going to burn it. You want to reduce that right down so there's no liquid whatsoever. As I said earlier, you can have it like that with a bit of gravy, but ideally you want to take it right down to nothing. You'll see the difference in a bit. What you can do here as well is just skim some of that oil off if you don't want too much of it. And you know what, keep that, because I tell you what, it makes absolutely delicious oil. If you're making this again, just use this, it's full of flavour, and because it's only animal fat, it won't go off. Look at that. I'd say that's pretty much there. Let's have a little taste. Oh yes. And all you need to do then is bag that up. Welcome back. Did you enjoy that? I'm absolutely devastated. Look at that, I've got a big bag of it there. It'll be alright tomorrow, like. I'll have that when I get home. But I'm not messing about making that now. So what I am going to do, I'm going to make myself a brew. I'm going to get a brew on. And I've got some cheese, you know me and my cheese. So it's a Cornish Scythians or something. So I'm gonna have a piece of cheese and a brew. So
Yeah, this is boring, isn't it? Well, it weren't fucking boring coming off that hill. My head were going. Well, it weren't going, but you know what I mean. Sliding down here. What a pitch. Right, shut up. I'll speak to you later. A taste of this cheese, eh? No, not strong. Ooh. Ooh. Right, my eggs survived. Well, I wanted, well, I'm into my eggs at the moment, and I'm just going to boil them, make some more, you know, boiled eggs. I tell you what, I've never known how to like it, this vlog. I'm just faffing around. I usually cook a meal and everything, and I'm organised, and I'm just boiling 2 eggs, and I can't even do that. What a turnout this one is. Ah, hot, hot, hot. That we're hot. I'll put them there, let them cool down, and then we'll crack them open. Fucking hell, what have I come to? Cooking 2 eggs when I usually make a mad banquet and everything. Well, you've seen what I was making before. It's just not, I'm not doing that at this time. It's about 10:30 now. I'm absolutely bushed. This tent's mint though. Just needs pitching better. I am impressed with it. It's massive. Quality materials as well. I'll show you proper tomorrow. And if I don't tomorrow, I'm taking it on next camp, because the next camp we've got, we're going to Bays Brown, the boys. So get together again, like annual get together. So I'm taking it then, so I can just proper show you around then. We'll have a good look at it then. But yeah, I'm impressed with it. It's just getting used to pitching it, but it is good. Morning, playmates. How we doing? Ooh, it's about 6 o'clock. I didn't sleep brilliantly. Wind died off. Weren't too bad actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill for a bit. But I'm gonna show you around quickly. Right, folks, let's have a look at this tent. Show you where we ended up. So I'm right at the bottom, right at the start of Scandell Pass. I came from right up there. You can see the path going right up that wall there, if you can see it. So it's a good job I got down to here while it went dark. So this is where I pitched. You see it's right on a slant, and that tent's as loose as possible. It should be really taut. Look at how slack it is, but hey, I ended up getting a shelter together. Look at how loose it is. It should be like that. It should be proper taut. But this is the unit. Look how much of a slant it's on. So yeah, there's work to be done with it, but I do like it. Beautiful morning. Put some gloves on. I'll take you up to so this is the start of the pass. This is what I'd have walked down last night in dark if I didn't find anywhere. Not happening. Do you know what I mean? It takes you right down into the valley. Let's have a look over here. Sun's coming up here. Let's have a look down there. So yeah, it was a last ditch attempt. You can see how slopey it is. But hey, we got a shelter. That's the main thing. Oh, let's have a look over here. Sun's just coming up.
this out. Ooh, it's quite fresh. So you can see, if you can see that wall going right up there, that's where I came down. No, that wouldn't have been advisable in dark. What an adventure. All part of the learning curve. Can't always have it smooth. It's how you deal with it, that's the main thing. And I thought I was quite good actually. These guy lines aren't in right position, they should be further here. It's all sort, look how slack it is. But it don't matter. We're learning. We're learning. What I did find is the pegs that came was a bit too small, so I used my eastern pegs for the main guidelines. They're a lot bigger, a lot more sturdier. They're definitely too small, them pegs. They're only 6 inch. Nothing wrong with 6 inch. Yeah. Let's look at the size of it. Massive big vegetables. And then let's have a look inside. Look at that. It's a palace, man. Definitely get 2 mats in there, and that's one of the reasons I went for this tent. And obviously I can get 2 people in. There's loads of ventilation on it. So let me try and explain why I bought this tent. One, obviously it's a two-man tent. I wanted something that I can double up on and use as a 2-man tent, and obviously I get the space, so I'm a lot more roomy. So going back to my other tents and why I'm not replacing them, this ain't replacing them, is one, the Stratospire by Tarp tent is a tracking pole tent, and that is really for through hikes when I'm doing long distance hiking, several nights camping, or just maybe going up on a fell when I know it's good weather, and it's light. It's only 1 kilo, so that's for that. That's specifically for through hiking really, and camps on tops of fells when I just want a light pack, just want to get up there, do a camp. The Vern one by No Tent, that's a little bit heavier. Just saying that the Stratospire, that's 1 kilo, 1.1 kilo. The Vern one is 2.9 kilo, but that's with the thicker poles. They're quite heavy. Now that is a winter tent. It's full on winter tent. It's brilliant in wind. It's brilliant in everything. Although it's not good when it's warm because there's not much ventilation on it. It's designed really to keep you snug, keep you warm. It keeps heating. It's brilliant. So that's 2.9. Now this, believe it or not, this only came out at 3.2 kilo. So it's still an heavy unit to be lumping around. But as I say, what I wanted it for is a 2-man. It's 2-man. So if for example, we've got something planned, me and Graham are going to do, I think we're doing the Fairfield Horseshoe, which is about a 12 mile, no, yeah, it's about 12 mile, 14 mile hike. So what we decided to do, we'll just take 1 tent between us, less kit, not as much weight, and we'll double up, and we can just keep in the same, tent, obviously. But I also wanted it as just a big base unit as well, so it's like a base camp. So if I decided I wanted to go off into the hills somewhere and I didn't want to try, I just want to set up my tent, use it as a base, have loads of equipment in it,
take myself off from there. See, like Scotland and places like that where it's remote, I can leave the tent, you see. Anyway, I'm blabbing on. It's 5 minutes of nonsense there. You probably, yeah. So, no more talking. I'm going to get the drone out. I'm going to start taking this tent down. I'm going to show you this beautiful valley that we're in and head back down to Ambleside. So I will probably speak to you when we get there. So, until then, adios!
Darkness in your mind. I used to shine so bright before the darkness came alive. Now I wonder where you are. Wonder where you are. Wonder where you are. Wonder where you are.
Come here. Look at me with this headband on. I look like some sort of rock star. Yeah, whatever that was. Right, peeps, I hope you enjoyed that bit. Tried to put a bit more entertainment into the vlog this week. Well, I suppose you got entertainment with that bloody camp. Anyway, I'm heading down now, Scandal Pass. I'm on the bottom bit. I'm going to head into Ambleside. So what I'll do, I will leave you here, and then when I get back to Ambleside, I fancy one of them breakfasts in that, what was it place? What was it called? Oh yeah, well I'm going to go there and get some scrambled egg, black pudding, you know what I'm saying, and bacon, and a lemon and ginger tea, you know what I'm saying, man. Anyway, enough of that, I'll catch you in Ambleside. Sorry, it's only me again, who else would it be? Yeah, just a big shout out to a chap I was talking to yesterday. Was discussing mental health and that, the great outdoors, which is I deal with perfectly in tune with my channel. So yeah, good shout out to Glyn, lovely chap. He's going to subscribe and leave a message, so I'll reply when I get back. Lovely to meet you, mate, and stay safe, keep smiling, and make sure you ring that ding-a-ling-a-ling ding ding. Take care, Glyn. Nice one. Now then, people, I'm going to end the video there. Back on train now. Absolutely shattered. That was a mad adventure. So as always, thanks for watching. Give us one of them, a like, subscribe, and a ding-a-ling-a-ling binger. So yeah, until next week, I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you're all well. Keep being yourselves and keep smiling, and I'll see you next week. Bates Brown next week with the lads, so that's something different. Take it easy. See you later. Finally get me rendang. Now I'm at home. See you next week.